Talk about the role that you play in there.
I play a character named Danny, and he is kind of the villain of the movie, who's really just basically a unfortunate person because he's been raised by a extraordinarily violent and kind of arrogant father, and that's
Played by
Tom Sizemore, yes, and he's basically a product of that environment and kind of. Those kind of neuroses and kind of messed up things have been passed on to him for him to kind of walk around with for a little while.
How did you and Tom Sizemore work together? Right when he saw you, did he just start beating you up?
No. Tom Sizemore, he was interesting to work with. I mean, the character is extraordinarily intense. If you see the movie, because he's just so emotionally distraught, and Tom brought a lot of, he really came with that whole thing. He was acting with guys like Tom Sizemore or Brian Cox, people who have just done so many good things. You just put them in front of a camera and you just kind of watch them go, and they just, and they're unreal.
And they make you look good sometimes.
That's why I did the movie.
Yeah. That's why I have you guys here, because alone, boring. Did Tom, when working with Tom, you guys had pretty intense scenes together, correct?
I had a couple of scenes with Tom that were pretty intense. Most of my really kind of intense scenes were actually with Brian Cox. There's one of the things that's interesting about the movie, I think, or my family in the movie, is that in the screenplay there's a lot of kind of mystery left to it. You don't really ever see them interact with each other very much, because it's usually interacting with Brian Cox's character, and so you kind of get this kind of underlying tone of just such messed up stuff going on, but you never actually see it. So it's nice because it lets your imagination kind of run with it.
Right.
Threatening things.
What did you draw from for this character? Did you draw from people you knew, characters in other movies, books?
I mean, I watched, actually, funny enough, I watched, not even meaning to, I watched Gangs of New York the night before I started filming, and I mean, Daniel Day-Lewis just plays, just such a psychotic character in that, and I mean that was nice to watch. But I mean, a lot of it is just you kind of as an actor, you kind of put yourself in the skin of this character, and you imagine yourself basically as what this person is, who is he's this kid who is completely powerless in every way, that in his actual life, in his emotional life, in his day-to-day living, he's completely powerless. And so he goes out into the world where he can kind of pretend to be powerful, and this kind of big shot kind of kid, because he's comes from the richest family around, and he's known for being violent and all this kind of stuff. So I mean, it's not so much drawing from people that I know. For me, my experience is really just trying to, it's more imaginative, and you just kind of try and go there in your head and feel what it would be like to be this kid who has no outlet and no real friends and no contact apart from people that he, places himself above and tries to beat on.
Right.